What's up, and welcome back to the Young Vibe Summit. Snaps to that. Today we have Miss Samantha Jones.
What's happening, Samantha?
Hi, guys, and thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, of course. Please, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
Of course, of course. So I am a 22-year-old senior political science major. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
A-town.
Exactly, and I work in politics currently. Right now, I work with the first Black woman to ever be elected on the Board of Commissioners for Henry County.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so
What's her name?
Her name is Demetrius D. Clemens.
Okay.
Nice.
She does phenomenal work for our community in Henry County, and she took me on under her wing. I will never forget. I messaged her on Facebook one day. I really want to learn about economic development. She said, when can you start? And I packed all of my bags from Albany, and I moved back to Henry County, yes, just
so
to
you
work
like
for
in
her.
the McDonough region?
Yeah, exactly. That's
Okay,
exactly.
so you know about the square.
Exactly, and that
Yeah.
was her work that she did.
Yeah.
So what made her pretty popular was when she took down the Confederate monument in the McDonough Square, and that caused a lot of uproar. And then there was another a Confederate battle flag that they were flying on the on a Nash Farm battlefield, and it caused another uproar, and they were sending death threats, and it was a madhouse. But she prevailed, and she just got elected for her second term, so she is doing great work. We just did a food drive that fed over 800 families in Henry County, so I'm just happy to be a part of it and experience it with her.
That's amazing. I know you also worked with Stacey Abrams, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
I interned with her when I was living in Albany. We were working on her campaign for Southwest Georgia, you know, getting people mobilized and excited about voting. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but it kind of opened up another door for more people coming into politics and kind of exposing the voter suppression that was going on.
Yeah.
And as we see for this last presidential election, how that turned out in this last Senate race.
Exactly.
So it kind of opened the doors for more people to get in and have a seat at the table.
So what inspired you to get into politics?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know you've been working at it since you were like 12.
Yes. So I used to organize on local sheriff races, and I would do it with my parents. We would go door knocking. I had no clue, just vote for such and such. So it started off that small, and then I remember being in high school, and these group of white kids spray painted different neighborhoods. They were spray painting racist memorabilia everywhere on people's cars, on their garages, on their houses. And it kind of sparked something in me because these were my classmates doing it. So in response to that, we started a Black Student Union. And not only did it become really successful, but it also got a lot of backlash from the community because they felt like it was racist in a way. But we just wanted to expose hey, you know, what you did was so offensive, it kind of ignited something within the students, and I wanted it to unite us.
So what was the name of it?
It was Hampton High's Black Student Union.
Okay.
And we had a lot of support from our principals and our administration, so that's what kind of sparked it in me to do activism and getting involved. So that's where I started, yeah.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you.
That's great. So Samantha, I know that community work is not easy, so I wanted to ask you personally, what is something that keeps you motivated, keeps you going when times get hard?
Well, when I think about how I prevailed through it, when the people who did the work before me prevailed through it, what I do is nothing compared to what my ancestors did for me.
Right.
My ancestors died for me, and they marched for me, and they took a lot of abuse and backlash just so I could stand in this room with all these people and be able to continue on with their work. It inspired me to keep going because it's nothing compared to what they went through. So I know that I can say yeah, it may have been a hard day, but it's been a hard day because someone did harder days for me. So that's what keeps me going.
I would probably say the same. I think that's what actually drives me too. Who are some of your biggest inspirations? And they could be alive or dead. Any inspirations you feel like that help you keep going?
My biggest inspiration, I would definitely have to say Fannie Lou Hamer. Just because I see a lot of myself in her. She was very passionate. She was very vocal. Literally, that's what she was known for. And I feel like once someone kind of opened that door, like, there's no one way to be. You don't have to be the best speaker, or you don't have to be the best dressed. It's what you're saying and your messaging behind it. And that's why she's such an influence for me, definitely.
Do you have any advice you would give someone who wants to come into politics?
I would say explore your options. Don't be afraid to just jump into something, whether it's a campaign or an organization or donating to someone's campaign or an organization, wherever you feel your heart is bringing you to. Just go in for it, and you never know who you'll meet or if that's something that you're passionate about. That's how I'm slowly discovering my passions, just trying different outlets and applying for different positions and just going for it, even doing it afraid. So I would definitely say do it afraid and just do it, and just enjoy it and get as much and learn as much as you can from it. And then take those skills somewhere else, and you never know what you'll do with it or where it'll take you. So explore.
Okay, now before we get out of here, what are some tools and things you want to bring back to Albany that you're learning on your way now?
Well, like I said, I wanted to learn economic development. I wanted to get communities who are a little bit low income, kind of bringing industry to their cities or their towns, just to expand them economically. So I'm learning that currently, just learning how to contact businesses, kind of selling where you live. This is a very family-oriented town. This is a college town, and kind of bringing different industry and different business, even small businesses, to come and spend money and get the economy, stimulated. So hopefully what I learned in these next 4 years, I can possibly bring back to Albany if they'll have me, and just start doing my work down there, kind of spreading my wings there a little bit. So we never know, though.
That's the answer right there. Can you tell us how we can follow you on all your socials?
Yes,
where we can find you, where we can keep up with you just in case you run for governor?
Maybe one day. You can follow me on Instagram at HERStories. Or you can follow me on Twitter at HERStories. Just come have fun with me. We're just hanging out on there. Nothing special going on.
Young Vibes signing out. Vibes.